regurgitating
Like,
points sometimes.
Have you guys seen the Tumblr post that was going around?
No, what was it? What was it about?
Which one?
It was called The Beginning of the End, which was showing all, like, a majority of the stuff that was going on within the past 2 days of the Ouroboros eating itself. It's fucking amazing. Let me find this shit.
Yeah, but the thing is that we knew that was going to happen, and that's not going to be a short process. That started months ago, and it's not going to. And the thing is that it's going to keep heating up in intensity, like it is right now. When you're going to have the SJWs like freaking where there's a third block bot now, and it's like it's purely for the purpose of putting out other SJWs. Like this is going to keep rising in intensity, and basically until there's just a couple of people yelling at each other. It's We've seen that happen several times, and that's what's happening now. But that's not going to be a short process. This isn't going to end like next month and just blow up. This is going to be like a year-long process at least,
Oh,
Well, so far it's
at
almost been
the
a year.
minimum.
So
No, this is like I would say that specific process only started a couple of months ago. You know, when the Ouroboros started looking at its tail. So they just it's gonna continue to get better as it goes on. But the whole fact is that it's gonna be a long time. So buckle in for the long ride, and just understand that like whatever how no matter how good that story gets, it's gonna continue to get better.
I'm just excited for when like the stuff that they were posting was really really fucking amazing because you just see that like they're just turning on each other very fucking fast. Fuck is
It's
it?
gonna seem that way, but they're actually like tossing out in numbers very few people. You know what I mean? So it's like it's only gonna be like a couple.
did you guys see that Wired article?
Which one?
Uh, Japanese devs are dead. Or whatever.
I don't know.
Wait,
I can't really comment on that because I don't know how much the Japanese care.
They were basically using like the gamers are dead, but for Japanese devs instead.
Yeah, was this by like America or whatever?
Well, this is Wired. Yeah, I
Yeah, but this is like Wired in America.
believe
yeah.
so. Yeah.
They don't care. I can almost guarantee it.
Well, I mean, also like, where's the problem, anyways? It's America.
Yeah, it's just like the like would do we would like would American devs care what freaking I don't know pick a country Germans thought just like the single country? No, not really. Like would 95% of the population ever even know? Like I can just almost guarantee that they just don't care, and most of them haven't even heard about it.
Spectacular Spider Girl. Huh?
But
The,
was it Arthur? Like one of the things you're talking about the Ouroboros again is I noticed this is like the first time ever I've seen people like from their side say, "Yeah, Arthur, I like you and everything, but I can't follow you on this." I
How
thought
many
that was
times that
pretty
happened?
entertaining. What was that?
How many times that happened?
How many times that happened today?
Oh, sure.
I don't know. It happened a lot today, but it's the first time I've seen him say
That's
that.
pretty crazy.
Them say that kind of stuff to him.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh no no no! That's not entirely true. It was like when he was saying that guy was a closet racist that had a black wife and an adopted Chinese child.
yeah, Randy Harper was actually the one standing was saying, okay, you're really fucked up on this one. Like,
Yeah, Randy Harper used to be like fucking anti SJW like before this shit started. So let me off what Mr. Bowen's wild ride, please. I have nothing. I have no idea what's going on with her.
Like in the one thing that I posted, it actually talks about how she actually is like really trying to get away from social justice.
If she's going to have like anti-harassment as her business model, that would kind of be required. Then that's one of the reasons why I don't really trust anything she says. She's going to do it now because her livelihood, quote unquote, is helped by it at the very least, if not dependent.
Well, apparently Milo has another article coming out about her.
Yeah,
Or did it recently come out? I don't know.
I haven't seen it. I was actually just looking at
No, he's been
anything
talking about it.
recently released by Milo, and I didn't find anything.
He's been talking about it.
Yeah,
Airport. Hating nerd culture is something a nerd would do. Nerd culture with a gun pointing to it.
yeah.
Also, I'm loving the like it ends tonight memes that are going on right now.
Yeah, those were funny as hell. I saw those and I posted them. I was like, this is kind of off topic for what we usually post here. Like a lot of things are, but this is really making my day. I'd have to say that my favorite one was somebody posted Chu's head on top of the hatred guy and stay.
No, there was one that was going around with him wearing a bomber jacket.
Yeah, I
Like
saw
it was
that too.
the Truckman of Dynamite. Oh my god, that was so amazing.
And then somebody posted a bomb threat later. I don't know. There's a BuzzFeed crap with a freaking I don't remember what it was called. They were pretending to be like racist gamergators or something like that. That was pretty ridiculous. That was just piss poor. And like that is high school level journalism. That is high school level journalism. I could not believe I saw the transcripts that like were posted. I imagine by the people. I doubt she did it. That of the interview that she decided to freaking write about. Stupid. Like she is just an idiot. I don't know how anybody could have taken that seriously. Did you guys know what I'm talking about? That stupid BuzzFeed article or whatever. She at the least she like amended it. Says yeah, apparently these people were bragging online. They like tricked me or whatever. So don't take the deal and don't take the article in stride. So she at least came back and fixed it, but still, the article's still up.
Well, honestly, when you said BuzzFeed,
Well, that's already
you
gonna kill her reputation.
Yeah, but supposedly she writes for other places. And like somebody was commenting, was it Harmful Opinion or whatever, YouTuber? He was commenting that this is probably not really good for her reputation, like you were saying. Like these other places, besides the fact that she writes at BuzzFeed, probably don't want a whole lot to do with her anymore. I wouldn't. Like,
Oh my god. Found a Arthur Chu meme with old boy said.
with what, old boy?
Old boy, yeah. Him holding up the hatchet.
Yeah. Stupid as hell. Apparently he's trying to shill for another fucking documentary of some kind.
Oh god, I'm loving that one that they did just bombed horribly, and that took like what, like 2 Kickstarters for them to even do that.
Oh, did it?
It did. It took them 2 Kickstarters just so they could make that documentary.
The game loading or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah, talking about how diverse they were when everybody was a white guy with pink hair.
Apparently there were like 1 or 2 not white.
There's only like a small handful of people that were not white.
Yeah.
The rest was just overflowing, and it was just like,
Yeah.
this is diverse?
Yeah.
Like, no.
And funny, some of the counter arguments were, why are you ignoring the people that aren't white? Maybe because they're not majority in there.
It's just freaking ridiculous. This is like the whole idea was dumb. And the thing is like, why don't you like pick? My favorite deal for there was somebody was saying it's like, why didn't you like write about people who make the really nice games like FTL and other things like that? It's like, why do you keep going after this stupid, garbage bin indie clique?
Because that's what the ones who made it.
Yeah.
They just wanted to make themselves look better.
Yeah.
It's all about themselves. I mean,
Totally.
there's so many indie devs. They could have gone anywhere. Like,
But they kept going with the stupid indie clique.
yeah.
It's ridiculous. It's like the whole point is like I think someone was talking about it that it's like they're talking about how poor they are when they got like expensive laptops and like flying across the United States. Like I was like, if that's true, that's completely ridiculous.
I'm really doing bad right now, so I need to have fun my game. Buys expensive motorcycle and constantly dies there. Okay, yeah, you're really fucking poor.
Yeah. The comment section for that crap was gold. It was just gold.
I'm surprised that they didn't start deleting comments.
No kidding, right? They
Yeah.
didn't start deleting the comments off of that Facebook. They didn't start deleting the comments out of Steam.
Okay, there was this thing that was going around, maybe because you guys play PC more. I'm
Yeah.
hearing that Steam devs are now allowed to kick people off of the games altogether.
Ban them off of the game, yeah. They won't be able to play the games anymore. Supposedly, this is to allow them to stop the most egregious people from playing because, let's say, 95% of the griefing is done by like 100 people out of 1,000,000. So the thing is that there's a very small number of people that actually actively destroy game communities. So the thing is that they want to give the developers power to ban these specific people. Now, they've given us some ability, right? Whether it's going to be abused or not, that's a different question. But you could argue very, very aggressively that there's a good reason for it.
Like, okay, if that's the case, then it's just like to make the people who are just assholes during the game. That's perfectly fine. But I don't know. Like, that's the other thing that you mentioned. The fact that it could be taking advantage of. That's a problem.
Well,
Yeah, it is.
Actually, there's a lot of things that could be taken advantage of. So it's really like power, like and management.
Someone had argued that the worst case scenario is that they, like, for example, use the blacklist in some way, method, or thing to stop people from playing games. I don't think you'd probably be able to pass that off. And I'm not saying it's not possible. I don't think the game would stay on Steam very well after Gabe figured that out. That would either get rectified very quickly or the game would get taken off of Steam. I think that would be a reason you could get refunds, at the very least, because on the most egregious problems, Steam has always done things like that.
Okay, but this is the thing. Like, okay, so if you get banned from the game,
right?
Like, do you get a refund? Do you get your money back, or
automatically no? If they think that you've been banned for, like, if Steam decides, if you take the case to Steam and Steam decides that you've been banned for a retarded reason, they'll refund you.
So wait a minute.
Good examples would be the War Z, which was a game that was released way back when they lied about what they had said they were going to give to players. Like, actively, the maps were much smaller than promised. The amount of players were, like, the amount of players you can have on a server was much less than promised. There's, like, you could go there, and they had stolen asset art from other places. Like, there was a ridiculous number of problems with that game. Look it up, because it's the least entertaining.
Oh,
but,
no,
like,
I do remember that, because
right.
That was, like, one of the biggest, draws, the biggest backlashes that I saw from a few years ago.
Yeah, I was actually personally involved in that one because me and my nephew had both gotten copies. I bought both me and my nephew copies of the game because we thought it was going to be amazing from what they said on there. But it's just like there's like nothing that they led you to believe in. For example, screenshots of the game or anything like that were ever the case.
Isn't like well, I gotta ask, isn't that like a early access thing though, or was it a full game that was already?
The problem was that they had promised things when on the features list that weren't in the game. So they didn't say that it was an early access at all at the time, even though they were they were saying that. They're like, it's an early access. Those are going to be the features when it's done. But they made it look like the features were available now. That was the problem.
Yeah.
So people went in there and they said, these features are not available. Like, why do you have them on there? And then their response was to you, oh, it's early access. But you didn't say it was early access. You said you made it, like, you advertised the game like it was all done now. That was a part of the thing. And that and the thing is that they were very active on censoring like all of these topics when they were brought up on the game forums, not necessarily on Steam. So the thing is that they were being very, very shady with the whole process. But the point is that there was definitely a problem there, and then Steam rectified it by making sure that everybody got refunds. So if there's like ever a major problem, like the one they're describing, where they just create like a whole Steam blacklist and all these indie cliques, like with their indie games, like just make it so that no gamergators can freaking play the games or whatever, we'll get refunds, I'm sure. That just like doesn't sound like something that the almighty Gaben will allow to pass. That and there's always piracy. So it's like even the worst case scenario, I don't see panning out very well. And not only that, is like if it's put out these indie cliquey people doing that, that's going to hurt their reputation on Steam. They may not be able to easily get games back on after they do something like that. They're not a AAA publisher. They don't have like the clout or reputation that others do have. They can get banned off of Steam like every other person.
Yeah, okay, that does make a little. Okay, that makes more sense because I saw the article on the on one of the Facebook groups for Gamergate, and quite honestly, I'm just like, I'm just not gonna touch it. So I just wanted to see what you guys thought of it.
No, I'm not even worried about that situation, to be honest. If you ever see it happen, grab popcorn. There's gonna be some neat crap going on for that next month.
Oh, I know.
There's like worst case scenario for them is like the people who decided to start doing that might not be able to develop games on Steam anymore.
Oh, did you figure out what happened with that Revolution 60? Is it back on, or what happened with that?
I have no idea. I didn't look into that much into it because I didn't care that much. I did notice that it was gone from there though. I think it was just pretty obvious after she kept that stupid false flag that she did. She tried to drum up controversy against herself with her developer account on accident. She may have decided that it wasn't a good idea to continue. It was pretty ridiculous on her part.
Oh,
She didn't even bother deleting it like quickly after.
Well, on top of that, soon after, her co-devs were all saying, no, we don't want to work with her.
Really? Are you talking about that person who put up the interview that used to work with her, or the people that are currently working with her?
Actually, I don't remember anymore.
I think it was the person who past worked with her and said that she had broken or had stopped working with her and would never work with her again or something of the sort. And they had some kind of like a bird fight, whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that person stated that she wasn't a good person to work for, but past that, eh. But yeah, I haven't heard hide or hair on it, and it hasn't been made a big deal, and I think it's mostly because nobody wants to talk about her. She's not that important.
Like I looked it up on Google to see what's going on with it, and nothing come up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Like I said, I really don't even care why.
Complete wipe.
Past the fact that I'm pretty happy that I don't have to see it on Steam. That I cared that if it really got onto there, but I'm happier not knowing it's there, and that's about it.
Like I wasn't even gonna buy the game. It was just more like it was like, okay, so it suddenly disappeared. Like, okay, that's kind of weird.
She probably pulled it because she knew she wasn't going to sell a lot of copies on there. Just to put it plainly.
Ooh.
I
Yeah,
mean, really, would she? Would she?
Yeah, the social justice crowd turned their backs on her because of all the stupid shit she does.
Oh, do you remember when freaking somebody like pointed out that like Anita Sarkeesian's been shilling this game for like I don't know at this time a couple of weeks now, and she hasn't managed to sell like a single copy.
Yeah.
Oh God, really?
Oh yeah, it's like Anita Sarkeesian has like 200,000 fucking Twitter followers, right? If she shills a game, it results in no net gain in sales.
Yeah.
Well, because none of the people that follow her play games, which is something we've been saying forever.
It's either that or they don't care about that game. Anyways, so it's the same end result.
Well, the reason Anita Sarkeesian's always like really fuzzy on what is a good game, or like and what is a good game, and like really fuzzy on what isn't a good game, is because like every time she does that, people can call her out on it. So the thing is that she said like this is like for example, she picked out that game as like a good example of like what is a good game. And then she stated her reasons why, and The Amusing Atheist or whatever made like a really good example, or like gave a really good diatribe on why why her idea for it is retarded.
Everyone did.
Yeah, his character is nondescript, has absolutely zero backstory, and just allows you to imprint yourself on it. So what you want is this blank hollow shell to imprint yourself on. And then you don't care if this character has any backstory, has any loves, interests, anything like that.
Black Breon actually made another point on that, and characters like Link, you can imprint yourself onto him.
Yeah. Which, to be completely honest, as a player, is something I'm absolutely tired of. I really liked, for example, Prey, because like the character you're playing, the protagonist, has his own personality. Like, and he tells like he speaks as the character and things like that. He has his own personality and things that he wants to do. Like it's like you're playing as him, which makes the story much better. If you haven't ever played Prey, it's an FPS. I highly suggest it. Got a very different idea on like in those terms what an FPS should be.
Okay.
It's like when you're sitting there and you're moving through things, for example, there's a scary part in the game, which I'm not going to spoil, but basically you're going past this part where there's bad things in the game, and then he comes across something where, like, very obviously in your head, there's going to be a lot of those bad things. And then you see that area kind of glow as it activates, and then you just hear him go, oh, shit. You know, and things like that. Like, he's freaked out. And it's like moments like that are not something that you have in a lot of FPSs, especially nowadays, because they create those characters so that you can imprint yourself on them, and Prey was very different in that manner.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't think there's been many in general FPS where it's a predetermined full character, right?
Yeah, like I said, and that's why Prey was very different, and I was very sad when that didn't get a sequel.
Well, because cash, it's all about the COD.
Yeah.
The COD clones and...
Yeah, it's like how are you going to come out with an FPS, another FPS, like in the same season that COD comes out, or even in the same 6 months, really?
But the thing is, there's ways to go about that, and the thing is, also, once it has oversaturated the market, people are going to thirst for other stuff. But
yeah,
if that's not given, or if that's not even remotely publicized, be it they don't have the money to do it, or they don't have the contacts, as you know, journalists or whatever, to help boost it up, then it could very easily be left under the radar and swept away.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think most people heard about Prey when it came out, sadly.
I know about that game, actually. Just the name. I've seen it somewhere.
By all means,
It's
play it before it
great.
gets so outdated that
The
it's not
cover
worth
is
seeing anymore.
the cover and the title is in gray, right?
I'd have to look it up. I don't even remember what the title looks like.
Kind of like tall lettering.
There's like I remember like Prey was the kind of game that you would think that like the opposite side would love. Well, it has a lot of the things that they state they want. It has tons of minorities because the protagonist is an American Indian, and saving his American Indian girlfriend and all that other stuff. But the thing is that like they complained about it and called it misogynistic or whatever because he was still saving the damsel in distress as part of the motivation, which is the only way you would have gotten this particular character involved, because character-wise, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to have anything to do with that mess at all.
And actually, funny you mentioned that, because really, like, if their point is that damsel in distress is a motivation, that completely redefines what that whole thing is about, because it's not about that itself is not a motivation.
The fact that he's got to save his girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah, like rescuing someone important from danger is because they are important, and
yeah,
it's not, oh, I want to be the hero. That's generally not the case.
Yeah. Well, you could spend all the time and money like creating a character backstory on why a specific different motivation is important to this person, or you could just use what amounts to a literary shortcut just to get like the audience involved. This guy wants to save this person because it's his girlfriend and he cares. Like if you just like state that it's your girlfriend or something like that, it becomes instantly.
But that is not a motivation. That is, his motivation is because that someone dear to him is in danger.
Yeah.
It's not the, oh, I want to save a damsel in distress. No. And usually the only times you see that particular thing as a motivation is when they're making fun of it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that happens in Bard's Tale. I haven't played that far yet.
Yeah.
That would be one of the types of games that I would expect to find such a thing.
The other nice thing is that it's like with this like save everything culture that we've got going on right now, the hypocrisy that a lot of these people have is just freaking astounding. Like what was it? Ian Miles Chong getting caught out like with his own response from like 8 months ago was pretty good.
Well, what happened there?
Oh, what happened was that he was stating that he really cared about a specific subject or something, and then someone came back with him, which is a quote of his own, and I'm going to paraphrase it, but it's just games journalism. Why do you care? Holy shit. Which is something he said approximately 8 months ago at the beginning of the whole fucking Gamergate mess. And someone parroted it back to him while he was stating that he cared about this thing. And then he says, I do. He's like, I care about it. And people started laughing their asses off because there was a lot of people that understood the reference. And people were like, you understand that like he just threw your own statement back at you, didn't you? Which was hilarious.
I actually didn't see that part. I saw people laughing at him and posting the original thing, but I didn't see the recent one, I think.
Which part?
I heard about this. Like But
I went back and checked like the thread that it was from, and then saw the whole mess or whatever.
Yeah.
I was just like, I wonder what it's like to like be in that mess now and kind of be like middle range, not at the bottom, not at the top, and then just kind of see. I wonder what the antis think of these people. Like really. Like I would really like to know. Like how crazy do they think a lot of these people are? Because it's funny as hell when every time they do something like this, and they're just like, I never really liked you. I just came here because I wanted on the bandwagon.
Mm.
And I don't know why Chu, to be completely honest, was so butthurt about them all meeting up. I don't get it.
Yeah, like why did he go so crazy on this one?
I don't know. I really don't. And the whole thing is that if
according to
the
all of them-
anti-GGs were having some stupid fucking meetup, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, we don't even touch it.
Yeah, I was like, I don't care. I really don't. Go talk. Go hug box in real life. I don't care. I really don't. It's,
The thing is, it wasn't just Chew.
yeah, it's apparently supposedly he got a bunch of people to like join in.
Yeah,
Why?
I mean, because supposedly we are a hate group.
Do you think that Milo or Base Mom went and talked to the people beforehand and were like, hey, by the way, this might be a problem?
Probably, yeah.
At the very least, when they heard whispers of the crap they probably started.
I would expect Milo to have had precautions.
Well, when you got people like Milo and Base Mom there, that kind of changes things a little bit. Like, who's this person? Oh, he's a journalist for freaking Breitbart London. Who's this? This is a feminist academic. And what are they going to say? There's a horrible misogynist people trying to drive out people in gaming. It's probably like probably at least one girl there besides Base Mom, in all likelihood. It's going to be a little bit ridiculous to go to a meeting that's supposed to quote-unquote drive out women out of gaming, and there's women in there. Ridiculous. And I do like something that I've seen, so that like a number of women that Gamergate has driven out of the industry, 0. Number of women that that Call Expo has driven out. What was it, like 3 or whatever?
It should be more, but
I think there was 3 there, and then like
at that moment, probably.
three women, 2 men, I think is what the group consisted of. Off the top of my head.
Hannah was also there, I think.
Plus the cosplayer, does that make 4?
No, because, okay, cosplayer's Anna.
Oh, okay.
Anna Cherry on top. Then we had Karen and Allison. Right?
Hannah, Karen, Allison. So that's 3.
But at their house, I think it's Allison's house.
No idea.
Hannah was also there.
Nah. So is that 3 or 4?
That would be 4.
4. But she was in a support role and technically wasn't there.
I think Rachel was at the meetups. I don't remember.
Yeah. And I was a little confused on the part where like they said that they were banned for life. I couldn't get exactly whether I was understanding that specifically Xenospora was banned for life or whether honey badgers were banned for life, but I was under the impression it was honey badgers. But what exactly does that mean? Does that mean that each of the individual people were? Because, like, did they get their actual names? I assume they had to for the badges, or is it just the organization Honey Badgers, or is it just the comic Xenospora and everybody affiliated? I was a little confused on that.
Well, those particular persons.
Because if they stop being a Honey Badger, can they then go? Like, the thing is like that's the kind of the question.
I think
it sounds like it's everybody who was there and involved, though.
They're against honey badgers, but the people of honey badgers.
Yeah. There's like a Calgary Expo in particular has been incredibly vague on every single part of that, and that's not going to help them at all.
Apparently, there's been people who have had run-ins with Calgary Expo.
Yeah, there's been I don't know, was a blogger or a journalist or something that says he got blacklisted last year or something of the sort because they didn't like what they found on his blog.
Yeah.
Because he's
Thing is,
conservative or whatever.
He had it on private and sent it directly to them to look it over first.
Before he published it because he wanted to.
Pardon?
Because, yeah, it's just like, and then he had them review it before he published it because he didn't want to offend them.
And then they still had kicked him or
They still got offended. They said he was breaking contract or something like that by showing like publicly available information. Kind of horseshit.
When he was showing it to them only.
Yeah, but the thing is that they didn't kick him because of that. They kicked him because they didn't like his politics. So this isn't the first time.
That's the only thing you can get out of that, right? You didn't do anything wrong.
No, he didn't do anything necessarily wrong.
He didn't do
anything.
anything.
They were quote unquote accusing him of.
No, yeah.
Didn't do. Because technically he didn't do it. They just did it because they didn't like his politics. But that's how that shit works.
It appears that there may or may not be a cop at the meetup.
Again.
No, yeah, there's ambulance.
Wait, what?
There's ambulances.
So they swat him?
I don't know. There's a lot of pictures being taken right now.
That's crazy. And also,
Send us a
the other
link.
side always cries about things happening to them, but we're always the ones with pictures.
Feminists don't reel.
Do you even
Should
real
figure
life?
that out by now. What's that?
Do you even real life?
You even real life. Should have figured out at this point. Feminists don't reel.
The first set of pictures that I remember was King of Pole,
Ugh.
with being swatted at on the stream or whatever. Oh, I see it. The fire rises.
And you remember that whole mess? I was sitting there watching King of Pole stream, and I was like, he's like, this is proof that they're colluding, blah, 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 and trying to do this. And I was like, that's a fucking link. I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he was saying, like, Margaret Gell was, I don't know what the hell he was claiming. She was a secret member of the fucking Illuminati trying to take out half a Gamergate or something like that. Whatever the fuck Pole was saying. And I was like, that's horseshit. I was like, that sounds like an amazing amount of horseshit.
Oh, fire alarm got pulled.
Is that what it was? The same tactics over and over again.
Whoever walked into a bar says fire alarm got pulled.
Do they have cameras? Tell me they have cameras. They just cannot stand that these people are just fucking meeting up. They couldn't leave it alone. Like, seriously. Ultra horseshit.
Yifi says, I've learned something valuable tonight, if anything.
What was that?
I don't know, she put a Vokaroo.
Learn feminists don't reel.
Let's... Oh. Copy that. Do we have any...
These people are overgrown fucking children.
Oh, okay.
Do we have anyone watching?
Apparently,
Doubt it.
you think they might have called it a fire drill so they can go in and sweep for bombs on it without panicking the public.
Doubt it. Most likely scenario is someone in there was butthurt and they went and pulled the fire alarm.
No,
How
this
dare
was
those-
this was Lo Ping 44 seconds ago.
Oh, what did he say again?
This might have called it a fire drill so they can go in and sweep for bombs without panicking the public.
Nah, sounds like conjecture.
Well, is there anyone out of the ordinary there?
How are you
good
going to
one.
recognize anybody out of the order? Everybody's a stranger.
No, like if they're gonna sweep for bombs, you're gonna notice something.
The one thing SJWs don't do is SJWs don't bomb. Unless it has something to do with animals, then maybe.
Oh fuck! The cops are there. Holy shit!
What?
The cops are there. Woohoo.
Oh,
Like I see Milo, I see Based Mom talking to these people.
The cops are...
Yeah, they're talking to the cops right now.
Fun times. We're going to have video? Somebody better be getting video.
Ralph's
Tell
there.
that fucker to stop fucking clicking and recording
Like
footage.
Ralph is there. So
but is he going to record video?
it's Ralph, dude.
Well, he does photos. I don't know if he does video. That's what I'm saying.
So he did a video of Rihanna Wu kicking him out.
Think
That
of how
would be-
amazing he did too. Think about how amazing it would be if they were doing a recording and everything, and they managed to like fucking catch the guy that pulled the fire alarm.
It's Arthur Chu.
no, that would be way too good. But think about like how amazing it would be if they caught the person and get evidence of that. They'd have their first fucking like anti-Gamergate arrest. How great would that be?
Ryan Perez. He's like, why the he's talking to Kotaku because they put up an article why the Apple trackpad might be the best video game controller ever made.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Really, no.
Oh,
That is almost worse than white straight male lowest difficulty setting there is.
Hey.
That might be their dumbest article.
Only gamers know that a controller of some sort is good.
Dude, feminists don't real. Apple trackpad. It's like, man, I wish games were a lot easier, so they'd be easier to write about. Difficult games suck. I
Everyone,
really wish there was just one button for every game.
I think there's a limit to what a touchpad can do on its own.
There is. Like, I remember playing Dungeon Defenders on PC and then trying it out on the, its original platform, which was touchpad. Nuh-uh. Way better on PC.
Because you got way better control.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. Have you ever played Dungeon Defenders?
I watched someone play it. I want that game though.
If you
But I would probably get it
if you
for
get
PS3.
like 3 other friends and play play the first Dungeon Defenders like by yourselves, the game's amazing. Especially when you're all starting out. Really, really good. So if you can get it like on the cheap, I don't know, a couple bucks a piece, like $5 or something like that, and get it for all your friends too, do it. You'll have fun, trust me. Really good party game. Playing by yourself sometimes is a little sketchy. It's overly difficult because you can't cover all the lanes.
And now the memes are coming out of Arthur Chu pulling the fire alarm.
Is anybody surprised? And I wonder what the antis are going to take of this. Like, a lot of them will be happy, but a lot of them are going to fucking give pointy eyes at Chew, I would imagine.
You think?
Yeah.
Think they would? I'm not sure.
Not like he did it. They're like, dude, really? Like, was that really required?
They're posting a lot of pictures of him.
I would imagine.
Who? The meetup or?
No, of Chew, because they're real. Like, there's something. Like, I think they are suspecting him.
No, you're saying.
I don't even think he lives in that area, to be honest.
Chew.
I think the last time I checked, he was like in Iowa.
Yeah, I don't think he's in that area. It's a little weird to like suspect him of doing that. No, it's like if anything, it's not going to be him. It's going to be because he drummed up all the attention to it. And his people you'd think that all those people have us on Blockbot anyway. Why would they care?
I thought the majority of them did get us on block, but why the hell are they able to contact us still? Why are they still able to see our shit? So
that's all they do, dude. They just sit there and like fucking stare at it.
Like, okay, so does the blockbot actually turn on and off by itself, or can you control?
You can log out of your account and then still view other people's shit if you care. Like, you can just log out of your account and then you won't have to deal with the block. You just can't tweet anything. But you'll be able to see all the other crap that you weren't able to before. They just want to be able to talk and then not have anybody respond to their stupid shit. That's why they have the block bot. They want to turn Twitter into a hug box.
Waiting for further news with word of mouth is that somebody called in a fire and we have to leave.
Somebody called in a fire?
Yeah.
Did the fire alarm go off?
Well, that's why they were out there, so...
I'm confused on the part where somebody called in a fire, right?
Yeah, somebody called in a fire, yeah.
So why is the fire alarm pulled?
That's a good question.
Because like, if somebody called me up on the phone and be like, hey, there's a fire at your house, I'd go, look left, look right. Look outside, look around my house. Nope, not here. No, I swear to God, there's a fire at your house.
Do they mean... Okay, no, because they meant that the fire department was called?
I don't know. So, like, somebody says they pulled this fucking fire alarm. That's very different than somebody called in a fire.
Like they both happen. That's the thing. A fire alarm has been pulled, and now this was from somebody who actually said, from further news, but word of mouth is that someone called in a fire, and we have to leave.
Yeah, I imagine that they would still have to go, but called in a fire doesn't make sense. Take that with a grain of salt. Like, I'm not believing that just off the cuff.
I know. It's just that I know. It's just like, everyone was having fun, having a good time. Then everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh, that's funny. I haven't even seen like the season 2 of Korra or whatever. Did it go to season 3 or whatever?
I have no clue.
I was told the way it ended, and that seems really odd character-wise. Because why does she go around chasing guys the entire time, and then just decide that she likes girls?
Okay, so yeah,
Not that I would be offended if she liked girls from the beginning. I just don't get it because it doesn't make sense story-wise.
The threat was I have multiple bombs planted around the area GG and DC is being held in. If GG and DC is not evacuated within the next hour, it will detonate. By some grand 66185501.
Holy shit, somebody took that seriously? I would have just completely
Larva Jill posted this thing saying the odd thing about this threat, now the antis can't say that Anita has been threatened more than we. Oops.
Ooh.
No shit. But the thing is, I imagine this is probably going to be a third party, and then they're just going to
Chew
turn around and
makes
do what
veiled
Destiny
death
did.
threat. Anonymous bomb threat aimed at Gamergate in DC. Fire drill clears building. Gamergate.
Yep, no idea.
Oh, man.
Still,
I
false alarm.
expected something, but I didn't expect it this big.
Well, congratulations, SGWs. You got Gamergate going for a whole fucking year.
Yeah, so here's to another year, guys.
It's wonderful all talking to you. It's wonderful all talking to you. We're gonna be doing this for a long fucking time.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Hey, wow, you're so fucking obvious, dude.
Guys, like I would wonder what Chew is saying right now, but I'm blocked and I can't see it. Chew's probably happy as hell right now. He's like, yes, 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 yes.
Arthur. Arthur Chew. Am I blocked? I'm blocked. Let's see if yeah, I'm blocked.
Yep. It's because you're on the block bot.
No, just. Eh.
Other news is like, who actually is mad at Ryulong anymore? I'm not. I'm not mad at Ryulong anymore.
Oh fuck! Just talked to the cops. They're investigating the call, and we were waiting outside to be let back in. Just confirmed it was a bomb threat.
Yeah.
So it was confirmed.
Yep.
And it was a credible threat, I guess.
And didn't oh.
Don't laugh at it. Tell us what it is.
No, I'm thinking about this. If fucking in some way, shape, or form, could because Arthur Chu said it ends tonight, and there's a legitimate bomb threat. There was a bomb
It
threat.
ends now.
Oh.
Funny, but it's not going to come to anything. It is funny though.
I'm just thinking like,
Tweets
fuck.
have been archived, right?
Of course it is. It's all over Twitter already.
Dude, of course we.
Allah Akbar.
Hello Akbar! Hello Akbar!
Him in the turban. Allah Akbar.
Like, I think we try to fucking put Zoe's name in there somewhere.
He would.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
You know that picture Ralph has with
It'd be like Zoe Akbar or something like that. So they gave me saying Zoe is great.
Ralph got a picture of Milo, and I can't stop thinking that face that looks like one of those
I don't want to
fake
hear about
plastic
fucking.
sculpture heads.
I want to fucking hear
Milo.
about a fucking Legend of Zelda right now. I want to fucking hear about this bomb threat. Fucking like. It's like we have a bomb threat conversation. We have a fucking Zelda combination right now.
no. Where's the Bomberman?
What's in the
Maybe
box?
Zelda before Bomberman.
That's 7, dude.
We've co-opted the patio.
Hey, Fox News just met a meetup in your area and had a bomb threat posted about it, and the venue is now being evacuated for a fire drill.
Is that Nero?
No, that was Lopeng.
Ah.
Oh hey, Face Mom and Milo.
I'm pretty sure we can start I'm pretty sure that now start that we didn't start the fire parody.
We didn't start the fire.
No, not this time, actually.
How many fires do we start?
None really.
None really.
And then also Mercedes Carrera's porn thing. You know, I've really have not. I've seen more than my share of naked women since I followed Mercedes Carrera.
I don't know.
Huh. So apparently, Greg Stevens is all the stuff is now being posted, and well, let's hope that things are going to be working out for this, because that would actually be a like are they just going to go somewhere else now, or are they everywhere they're going to go? There's going to be a fucking bomb threat.
I don't know. Let's go find out.
Yeah,
Well,
The more times they do that, the more chances they have to get caught. Let them do it.
there have been meets where none of this happened. So. Such as back over in London.
Yeah.
Yeah, the North America is a massive infestation of SJW.
What place fucking isn't right now, to be honest?
Any place with real problems for women.
Yeah, it's just like the fucking. I'm so pissed about this whole idea that people like didn't do the right thing because they were afraid of getting called a racist. Like a whole bunch of big problems in the UK. Like, and I can't believe that they allowed like stupid shit in the UK, like pedophile rings to go on and fucking all this other crap because they were afraid of getting called a racist. One of these things is more important than the other. There's continuing this horrible, horrible situation, or you getting called a racist. Fucking get over it and do your job. Like in the United States, how long are we gonna let this stupid crap keep going? Like, how many fucking kids in college are gonna get falsely accused of rape and all this other shit before someone says, you know what, it doesn't matter if I get called sexist, I need to do my job.
Calling in fake anything in DC. I wonder what will happen. God, I hope it was Chew.
It wasn't Chew.
No, this was Alejandro Argadona. He was the one that posted this. Oh.
Are you guys saving all the pictures of the meet?
Dude, somebody's going to be doing this. We have a lot of autistic Gamergate people for this.
I am playing Diablo.
Oh, speaking of, what class are you right now?
I'm playing as a barb.
Oh, WTF magazine has the archive of the confirmed bomb threat.
Oh, that's good.
Like you got the expansion, right?
Of course I do.
How is that? Because I like the first game.
If you don't have the expansion, you're not playing the game. Get it? It's worth it. Every penny.
No. I'm saying is that the game was pretty short when I first played it. So is it good with the expansion?
Oh, you're not understanding how the game's played then. And I don't mean that badly. It's just that it's not the kind of game where you play for the story. The story, honestly, is not that good. You play it because it's a hack and slash. If you don't like hack and slashing as the primary part of the game, then Diablo 3 isn't really the game for you. The point is that you go through increasing difficulties to get better loot.
Well, the reason why I say that is because I actually, my Demon Slayer is actually one of, like, I have like a level 59 Demon Slayer right now, and I'm actually enjoying the hell out of it.
70 or bust, yeah. But yeah, get the expansion. The expansion has all kinds of new deals for you to enjoy, new features and things.
I got the 360 version of it.
Oh, 360. Ah. Well, all my friends have it too. I'm just a PC Master Race, so.
No, it's fine.
But yeah, they really, really, really like it. I'm just a purist, and I refuse. But they said the console version is good. But yeah, get Reaper of Souls. There's no reason not to.
Oh wait, no, VG Bounce House was there. DG Bounce House. I don't know if it would. He has a website or anything.
Don't know.
I wonder if the GG went the gaming ground. Or,
Say again.
the gaming ground.
Oh.
They are a news source, so if they went, that would be interesting
Yeah.
because they would instantly like post something up when they get the chance.
Yeah, I'm actually really curious whether this was trolls or anti-GG.
Also, how people are reacting is pretty interesting because it's like everyone expected something to happen.
Did they really?
Well, from what it looks like yeah, it sucks and all that, but like the pictures, it's like it sucks, but haha, we knew, like we could have guessed something was gonna happen. We just didn't know what.
It was unforeseeable, but it was foreseeable. But the thing is that I just assumed people weren't going to be douchebags.
The roof is up. What?
Was it an egg account that set the threat?
Oh my
No.
god!
Well, I don't know.
I love how these jokes. The party was the bomb. The roof is on fire. I'm loving all these jokes, man.
What was Rachel's? Did you see
I didn't
Rachel's
see
one?
it.
You didn't see that one? I need to look it up. But
The
no, the
beginning of the mess is going to be the most interesting. Trace it to the beginning, find out what happened.
the account was a
It's
picture,
been
but
confirmed. It's
I
a,
don't
it's a
know if
popular
I don't
call.
know about the contents of the account.
It's probably suspended, so you can't see it anymore. But like, how many tweets that it had? Like, if it just had one, then
Oh, Rachel Edwards. Everyone was having fun, having a good time. GG and DC, Gamergate. But then everything changed.
Yeah, I read that
Fire
earlier.
Nation attacked.
Yeah, I read that earlier.
Rachel.
We just, man. So, like, these people were that thirsty to destroy a meetup. Wow.
they really wanted to interrupt dinner. It's like a bad telemarketer.
Oh, I fucking hate those.
Wait. Oh. Apparently Margaret Gell got caught right before.
Caught right before. What the hell are you talking about?
Right when it happened. Like she said, shit, I just wrote an article that said everything went all right. And this was when the fire alarm went off.
She was just saying that she was just sent an article post or something, said everything went fine, and then like that's when the fire alarm was pulled.
Right when the fire alarm happened, so she was caught off guard.
Oh. I was like, caught with what, motherfucker?
So Arthur Chu's wife is also using the Blockbot.
Dear Lord, he's married?
Yes, he's married.
Never knew.
I'm pretty sure it was revealed back when. I don't remember.
Wait a minute. So if he's married, why is he trying to fuck Zoe?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care.
Well, it's just a funny thing to ask.
I don't think I really care if he's an asshole.
Well, I think that's just things that we're saying, not necessarily true. But
No, I don't. I don't think it's true. I understand he was joking. Arthur Chu's such a freaking dork anyway. I just don't really care. Like, it's really weird to me that they called the fucking cops on him. It offends them that bad, and then they're just like off snickering in their fucking hole or whatever because they think it's the funniest thing that they've ever done, maybe the most important thing they've ever done on the fucking planet. It's just really weird to me. I don't get it. Really don't.
So you waste the cops' time, and you waste resources, and if something really bad would worst case scenario, somebody could have gotten hurt.
Yeah, and then it's your fault. Then what? They don't care about the stuff like that though. I think part of what defines the SJWs as SJWs is that they work in direct opposition to the thing that they say they care about. Like if you hold an anti-racism rally and you say white people can't come, like
Oh,
that
that's
works in direct opposition to what you're stating your intention, and I think that is one of the singular most things that defines SJWs. You say, for example, Arthur Chu is a good example because he says that he's against racism, but he'll accuse someone of racism who has a black wife and has adopted a Chinese child. It's just complete ridiculous, and say that he's holding his wife and child up as shields. Like, sure, he got married, like, I don't know, quote unquote 10 quote unquote years ago so that he could use them as shields to defend against Arthur Chu's dumbass. Is the most retarded fucking thing I've ever heard. And I think that's working in the direct opposition to your stated fucking opinion. So if there was one thing that I would set out as like the center point of that definition, that would be it. That one point. And you just posted pictures of Japanese dolls. Good work.
it's
Okay.
the Atelier character, Asha, or Ayesha, or from one of the more recent ones, Twilight Dusk, the very first in the Twilight Dusk series.
For which character? I'm translating all this stuff right now.
Atelier series.
Oh,
This
Tell
is
Your Iris?
Asha. No, this is Asha Altugal.
I haven't played that.
Twilight Dusk is the story arc.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the Atelier series, if you haven't played the games outside of Iris and Monokemia, you haven't played the series.
Yeah, all I did was play I'll Tell Your Iris.
Yeah.
I remember
Well,
when
yeah,
it first
playing
came
nothing
out,
like
they absolutely tanked it in reviews, and then the next issue they gave it like a 2.10 in the first review, and then the next issue they revisited the review and gave it like a 9 out of 10 or a 9.5 out of 10 or whatever. I remember
Wait, for
that.
what?
Well, Tell Your Iris, when it first came out, there was a gaming magazine, and I'm sorry, I don't remember which one it was, but they absolutely tanked it in reviews, and the only reason I think that they could have possibly have done that is because they didn't play it. Because I'll Tell Your Iris is a fantastic game.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really,
so-
really good. Like it was heads and heels above like a lot of the other titles that were out at the time, and that were comparable.
One other thing is, if they have played the other games in the series, I can see them rating it lower.
Yeah,
because it plays nothing like it.
no, it was abysmal. They had an abysmal rating or whatever, and then the next issue they were like, yeah, you know what, you're right, we're wrong. That's a really really good game, and they gave it a much better rating than they did before.
But you know what? I'm not surprised because by then, like, that's already years after the run-in I had with I don't remember what games they were talking about, but like it was like I've told YouTube before, but basically Electric Playground. While I didn't always watch it, there were a couple times that particular month that I did catch it. Like it was within 4 weeks, and I think it only showed like once a week or something like that. So it's not a long time apart. Um, before that point, before a particular point, uh, they were looking at games on their own merit,
Yeah.
and regardless of where it came from. But then all of a sudden, they just started talking down on a game practically because it came from Japan.
Yeah.
Like they didn't say it out like that, but that's what it came across to me as.
Yeah.
So it was no longer about the individual merit of the game. No, it came from Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, someone's probably getting the party van on this whole bombing mess. We'll find out. It's going to be a fun couple of days.
Yeah, this alone is gonna last at least a week. I guarantee at least a week for this. Oh, someone says, I feel bad for all that money Local 16 is losing for having people on the street.
Yeah, the business isn't going to be happy.
Wacky gender activist trying to bully Local 16 about GG and DC. Something about a bunch of video game fans apparently annoys them. This is 7 hours ago, never mind.
Yeah.
Jew directly connected with bomb threat being called in Washington, D.C. Picture here, Jew's future. You're in jeopardy.
Oh, it's kind of funny, really. Hello, FBI. Yes, it ends tonight. I'm getting memed on too hard.
Oh, sorry Gamergate, but Gamergate is over now in... Wait, no. Wait, what? This... Oh, that's the tweet from earlier today.
Check this out. Alistair Pinsoff says, so a journalist started a campaign to stop a Gamergate meetup, which ended with a bomb threat and evacuation? Oh, the stupidity.
If people or groups online upset you, rest easy knowing that they are online. Ignore and live your lives without making others difficult.
Logan responds to Alistair Pinsoff, in fucking DC, literally bare miles away from the White House. This guy's getting party vanned hard.
The fuck, where's the rarest Pepe?
Is this trending? It would be interesting if it was.
That is a rare Pepe. I'm gonna take this.
I don't think. Oh, this is good. Brie Cheese says, I don't think Anti-GG has the right to claim we are a hate group any longer. When you see them make those claims, remember events like GG and DC and Calgary Expo.
Yeah.
What do we got here? What is this link you sent us?
Oh my god, yeah, I'm saving this.
What?
It's a Pepe the Frog Twitter video of it's forming Pepe with the mask on, holding the gun, screaming "Get out, normies!"
GG in DC is now trending at rank 3 in the United Kingdom.
Oh wow.
But I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling gamers. Oh my god. Look forward to Kotaku's article on the bomb threat against Gamergate.
Oh yeah.
Although I imagine they'll hold on to it. They've got other news they prefer to ignore.
Hey, Patrick Klepek. What about that Karen Strawn interview? Oh my god.
Fucking glorious.
Oh man.
It's an attack on the venue hosting the meetup, trying to discourage other business from allowing on on their premises. Well, how the fuck are they gonna know? The best.
Hey, somebody who I'm following on Facebook. Gamergate has faithful meeting at DC. Jew calling the bar to get them from keep from allowing it. So meetup continues. Everyone's having a good time. Suddenly, places evacuated for bomb threat. Well, so much for the narrative.
No bomb squad, but cops are being tight-lipped about why. They seem annoyed, but they are being really nice to us. Well, okay, so this thread starts out, cops closed down the street to pedestrian traffic. No one allowed past bar. Claims of multiple bomb threats all day. And then someone replies, "Goddamn seriously, local 16 management has got to be pissed." And then he goes, "No bomb squad, but cops are being tight-lipped about why. They seem annoyed, but are being really nice to us." Good to hear. They probably can smell the bullshit too.
John Galt says, I hope Arthur Chu enjoys Guantanamo Bay.
A lot of those have been going around.
Yeah.
A bomb threat in the nation's capital. Congrats, fucker. You just made it into the FBI's most wanted list.
The account with the threat, they did get the archive.
Hey, Arthur Effect. I'm going to McDonald's. Is that okay with you? If only Chu had kept his mouth shut. Hopefully he didn't put himself in jeopardy.
Oh my god. That is funny as hell. Hey Arthur, I want to go to the supermarket today. Is that okay? Everybody should just start doing that shit, seriously. Like every time you go somewhere, you should go ask them if it's okay.
I say make it into a fucking hashtag and just go nuts with it.
Is
The fire alarm rises.
We are gonna see a
Wow.
lot of fat, disgusting
apparently
people.
Arthur 2 has multiple tweets saying it's ending tonight.
Really? Said it several times. Jesus.
No, because the one I'm looking at seems different, or it might be the same one.
Wow, that's really vague.
No, it looks no. I mean the app used to take it was
Is
different.
different. Gotcha.
So,
Understood.
and it was a different part of the chain. Some people had the previous part. Some people had the latter part.
Random Fox states, come tomorrow, they're going to be celebrating this and calling the guy who made the bomb threat a hero. Just you watch.
How stupid do you have to be to call a bomb threat in fucking Washington, D.C., nigga? Your asshole is gonna get so fucked in prison. Oh, God. Dude, oh my God. We're all blaming Arthur.
They're all blaming Arthur? I don't think Arthur deserves
No,
all the
Gamer-
fucking blame, but let's face it, he kind of started this mess. At least it sounds like it.
Well, actually, thing is, he framed himself by having that.
He stirred the pot,
By
and the thing
saying
is that, like,
the
even
night
though
and all
he
that
didn't
stuff.
fucking pull the alarm or make the call or whatever, he stirred the pot up enough to get somebody riled up that way. And I think at the very least he should acknowledge that.
But he won't, that's the thing.
No, he won't. He'll never do it. Put it back on Pac-Man. Hasn't been fed lately.
Oh, actually, yeah, Pac-Man.
Oh,
No,
Wanna
he'll
cover
never go on
something?
Pac-Man. He hates Pac-Man because you look like a retard on there.
It's like, you want to cover something?
My favorite part of that whole
What's
interview
happening?
was when Pac-Man said, "Why are we talking about Zoe Quinn?" I laughed my ass off when he said that because basically the whole situation just put exactly the whole literally who thing. Just completely explains. I'm so tired of talking about her. And it's just like, why are we talking about her? It's like, I didn't bring her up. What are you doing? It's how many times that we've had to bring that up in conversation? It was like, why are we talking about Zoe Quinn? Favorite part of that fucking interview.
Loping's kind of tired now. He's like, wow, okay, let's wait for multiple sources on the incident at GG and DC before shitting everywhere, yes?
Yeah.
But crazy!
Save me narrative.
Hmm.
Don't sketty everywhere, Gamergate. There's zero real evidence that identifies person or persons calling bomb threats in the GG and DC made up. Well, that's obvious.
You know the picture of the little girl lighting the house on fire? Well, there's a picture of that, but with Arthur Chu's face, saying, "I told them it was going to end tonight."
Oh, man. Oh. Chris M. He says two things. OMG, Christina Hoff Summer smokes. And two, why did no one realize Nero is Master Miller?
The fuck is he talking about?
Master Miller, some character, I guess.
No idea.
This one.
In all seriousness, no, I don't think anybody in prison would design to fuck Arthur Chu. Wherever a perma virgin.
Forever
The
alone.
online threat may have been BAF related. Someone in the BAF group, I was told, faved the tweet. That was Lionel Perez.
Okay, if we're getting into bath territory, then yeah.
Mundane Matt says, "A fucking bomb threat? Really? You are the saltiest bitches I've ever seen aggros. I hope someone shits in your cereal tomorrow."
False narrative meet reality. You just gave hundreds of people and the authorities proof of your own hatred.
Yep. With one phone call, SJW and Game Journal Pros camp abandoned any pretense of being the victims.
Oh, Kotaku in action. The Gamergate meetup at Washington, D.C. was just evacuated due to a bomb threat. Police on scene. DC, Fox 5 News, DC, Fox.
Oh god, that's funny. You guys gotta see this. Posting that in Skype.
I'm surprised he didn't. I'm surprised he didn't type in "yeah."
Wow.
Oh god, another creating a new hashtag. It ends tonight.
That's terrible.
So okay. So let. And also beforehand, talking points. We now have them because this is a live feed. This is a live feed of the shit that's going on. But okay, all right. So let's talk about this. What do you think is going to be the outcome of this?
I'm not sure. If the person was smart, then he was able to cover his tracks relatively well. If he wasn't, and SJWs usually aren't, they'll have left a pretty blatant track, and they'll have a party van come up to their house, and then we won't hear anything about it. So whether they got away with it or whether they didn't, we might not hear anything. And then like 2 months from now or something, there'll be a court case mentioned somewhere about somebody who swatted somebody in D.C. or swatted a restaurant in D.C. and then that's all we'll know. And it'll be impossible to make it like connect that case to this most likely, unless you show up in court yourself. That's my guess.
Well, it's happened to so many of us that I think someone will connect it.
Well, looking at this side, both Milo and Christina Hoff Sommers was there. Christina Hoff Sommers has, lately been on Fox. She might end up there again. Milo might end up on like the news too and all this other crap. They're probably going to be on the news because of this, because they're relatively famous people who just got a bomb threat sent at them for meeting up with fucking yokels like us.
Lemmingbot.
This ultimately is not going to be a win in any way for them. They'll have stopped like people meeting at a bar and will have gotten airtime.
Lemmingbot wrote, I called it 8 hours ago. I hope the local Five Guys has enough burgers and fries. Oh, Paolo was there, Game Diviner. He was there, but he said apparently I left before it got exciting. They sent bomb threats to the bar and somehow we're the hate group.
Yeah. What time is it over there? I don't know. You know what
So
I'm
did
gonna
you
do?
see Jonathan Molu?
I want to see
Hey,
what
David Pacman got a new
Gazi
title for a
says about this shit.
segment. Gamergate meetup in DC evicted due to bomb threat. And nobody on our side will rag on you for it being clickbaity since it's 100% true. Remember when he was talking to Sargon, saying it's something that's 100% true.
Oh, Gazi has no articles on it. Nothing.
Is the internet bad? Is he joining and leaving before?
Who was?
Chris.
Oh, no idea. That means we'd be offline, wouldn't it? Oh, that means we're probably going to be offline in a second because he's the person streaming.
No, it's probably transferred.
Oh well. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have any control to stop the stream.
Oh man. GG and DC, after months of calling Gamergate terrorism, anti-GG commits actual terrorism. Where's the...
So I hear GG and DC was the bomb.
Oh! Who said that?
let me look it up. Dustin Giles.
Justin.
Dark Naruto 99. No space.
Dark Naruto 99.
Oh, this one's good too. I'll put this in the stream. There you go. Monday and Matt is still like the funniest deal. It was like a fucking bomb threat, really? You are the saltiest bitch I've ever seen, Agros. I hope somebody shits in your cereal tomorrow.
Oh, he gave you a trigger warning? What?
That's his trick.
Oh man.
Remember a time when groups could meet without bomb threats? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, the third-party trolls have kept this shit relatively even, like fucking doxing people on both sides. I'm pretty sure that tips the fucking scales, to be honest.
Yeah.
I wonder how many people were there.
Well, Dark Naruto, he said, well, Oliver Campbell sound like GG in DC ends with a bomb threat, so where's our $1 million in endless TV appearances?
Yeah, where's all my Patreons? Where's my billions internets and fucking 3 billions Patreons? I should get all the Patreons.
What about the Matreons?